Hello and welcome to another Zen and the Art of Miniature Painting video, and tonight's video is about the great value that is the Dark Angels Dark Vengeance expansion box set, which you can see before us here. I bought mine for £68 from Element Games. I think it retails for slightly more money now. From Games Workshop Direct it's £85, and in this video I just want to tell you what great value this box set represents. If you bought all the individual boxes from this set, you would spend £110. It comes with 3 bikes, a flyer, and 5 Terminators, as you can see. And the really great thing is that the contents of the box are literally those box sets if you were to buy them completely separately from GW. So what I'll quickly do is open up the content, show you what you get inside, just so that you know that I'm not lying, and that you can see just what great value this is. But before we look at the contents of the box itself, just a quick one on the box rear. You'll see it sort of shows you the options you have. So there's your Ravenwing Black Knights as one option, and then if you look on the other side, you can build them as a Ravenwing Command Squad. Sorry for the poor lighting. You can build them as Deathwing Knights, or alternatively you can build them as just Deathwing Terminators, or a Command Squad if you want to as well, Deathwing Command Squad. And then you have the option between the Dark Talon or the Nephilim Jet Fighter, with all its various loadouts, and then really interestingly, rules included. So clearly an expansion on the starter set. This is something that Games Workshop has traditionally not done, and this is just a phenomenal move forward, I think. So let's have a look inside. Okay, so we'll start with the Ravenwing bikes, and as you can see there are 3 sprues, 1, 2, 3, plus the little booklet that you normally get inside the box set. I don't own any of these box sets, so I can't comment as to whether the booklet is exactly the same, but it's all in there. It tells you how to build all your options. You can build regular Ravenwing bikers with it. With a set you can build the Ravenwing Black Knights. You can also build a command squad for your Ravenwing. So you have 3 choices to build out of the whole set, and you get this. These are great sprues. They're just phenomenal. There's the wings, which are really great. It's reminiscent of the sort of winged hussars of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth sort of Renaissance period. All the bits are there. There's loads of spare stuff on here as well. So whatever you don't use for the specific loadout that you're going for, you will be able to find a use for it. I'm looking forward to be able to cannibalize a lot of these parts and use them on older bike figures that I have, which aren't necessarily Dark Angels ones, that I can Dark Angelify by using bits and pieces from these, leftover bits from these sprues. So very good stuff. Excellent kit, definitely well worth looking into. Right, and then the second part of the kit is the Deathwing part. So with this lot you get again 3 sprues, 1, 2, 3, plus a little booklet with all your options again. The really good thing about this again is you've got the option between the Deathwing Terminator squad, as in the normal one. You can load out your guys as just as a command squad. So you have all your options. There's a nicely bring it to the light. There's a lovely molded banner that you can see there, or you can build them as the knights, as the Deathwing Knights. So you've got, as you can see, there's the robed fronts. Again, I think this is the standard box set for the Terminator stuff for the Dark Angels that you normally get. It's just obviously not inside a Deathwing box, unless you've got a weird fetish for collecting boxes, which I don't have. I really don't see the virtue in collecting the box, so this is great. If it means I save money and I get the complete kit, good for me. Once again, bits and pieces are going to be left over from this kit. There's going to be shoulder pads, extra bits so that I can take some of my rather generic looking Terminator bits that I have left, and with a bit of imagination I'll be able to convert them into more Dark Angels looking Deathwing Terminators. So I'm hoping at the end of this to come out with the 5 from the box set plus another 2 with a bit of careful conversion of maybe a bit of sculpting of the rear of the backs of Terminators to sort of get a bit more bang for my buck. But again, a great set. You've got all the build options there. Right, and then the final part of the box set in terms of miniatures is the flyer kit. So you get Dark Talon / Nephilim Jet Fighter. All your options are there. You can see that the bits are here. I haven't shown the base or anything like that. All the bases are included, of course, and you can just see lovely tool pieces there for both the options, and yeah, excellent stuff again. The saving that this box set represents is such that you know, you really can't complain. I'm astounded by the quality of Games Workshop's plastics these days. I mean, if you look at the tooling that's been done on these bits, I've never built a flyer before, so this is all new to me. But I'm just so impressed by the quality of the builds. Sorry, of the plastic kits. They really just are so impressive, and I really am looking forward to getting to grips with this kit, building it. When that will be is another story altogether. I'm not actually sure what I want to do with all the bits of my of this box set yet. I am a bit of a Highlander style where I want a bit of everything in my army, and one of everything at least. So I'll probably end up buying another one of these box sets. My only hope is that it's not a limited time thing. I hope that they continue to produce it, because it does represent excellent value for money, and a great way to round out a force that I started collecting using the Dark Vengeance box set. And this just adds to it and builds upon it. And there's an attendant Chaos Space Marine one for the, again, also for the Dark Vengeance set that you can get just to round out some more. You get cultists, some warp talons, a land raider, and some terminators with that kit. It's slightly more expensive, but then you get a bit more in terms of, you get a giant vehicle that's really expensive, and I think you get a few more infantry as well. So but again, I really can't complain about this kit. In just the box set in general is such good value that I'm just chuffed. I really am. You also get 3 transfer sheets, so meant for your Terminators, your bikes, and then obviously your vehicle transfer sheet, which you can see there. And then this is the last bit I want to talk about, is the rules section. So this seems to be something that Games Workshop are doing more and more these days. I've heard things with the new Tyranid kit releases, and also the Imperial Knights, that rules are being included with the model, which is a good shift forward, I think, in the future, because it negates the need for Codex updates continually. So GW can can introduce a new model without it necessarily making Codex redundant, or forcing people to go and get a PDF off the internet, etc. If you include a little pamphlet like this with the rules on it, it's easy to photocopy if you need to, so that people can just open the box and get playing. It's a bit in the same way that sort of War Machine Hordes works with its card system. And here you can see, I don't actually own the physical copy of the Dark Angels Codex, but the rules in here are pretty much the same as what they are on my iBook version. There it is. It tells you what all the war gear is, tells you the profiles, and then here on the rear sheet there's special rules as well that tell you all the Dark Angel special rules that you need to have to be able to play this as if you were using the Codex. And again, this is really good because in the past, with your starter set figures, you've always in a bit of a vacuum, because you might get the profiles, say, for your Space Marines, for example, but you don't always get the extra rules like "and they shall know no fear," etc. So yeah, it simplifies the game down, and it forces the player to go out and get a Codex before they get truly sort of enfranchised with their faction that they've chosen to play. So again, I really can't complain. This box set that I've bought is just been absolutely great value for money, which is something you don't really often say about Games Workshop, do we? Highly recommended. You get three complete kits for the price of essentially 2 kits. If you are in any way interested in Dark Angels or a successor chapter, or even if you're very good at conversion and you have loads of spare bits lying around, you could make use of this box. I highly recommend this to everyone who's interested in Marines, and especially Dark Angels. Thanks for watching. Hopefully more video will be coming out soon, and the blog will be getting more updates as I get more and more time to do so as we run up towards Christmas. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.